Hey everybody, Pastor Stephen Anderson here from Faithful Word Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona. I just wanted to briefly comment on some of the dumb stuff that's been floating around lately on YouTube, claiming that I lied under oath or something because I was asked the question, what is the new IFB? And I said, I don't know. Well, first of all, right now, I don't think anybody knows what the new IFB is. So that's not an unreasonable answer at all. And of course, over the years, that term has been thrown around. It's been used to mean different things. But you have to understand that when I was answering that question, I was in a legal context. So we're not just talking about, well, here's what the new IFB means to me or to this guy or to that guy. You know, there is no official organization called the new IFB. There never has been. That's not a legal entity of any kind. So it means different things to different people. So I didn't have a concrete definition to give to the new IFB in a courtroom when we're dealing in actual facts, not just opinions and things like that. So I just said, I don't know. And then they're asking, is this church part of the new IFB? Is this, you know what? I don't know. Probably that church be considered new IFB, but you can't really be in the new IFB or out of the new IFB because that would imply that it's some kind of like an official denomination where churches join or they get removed, or they remove themselves, when in reality, that's just like a term that people use, and it's probably a huge matter of opinion who's in and who's out. And like I said, you know, today, October 25th, 2024, I seriously doubt anybody knows what the new IFB actually is. You know, another thing that was brought up was they were asking me, did Pastor Nichols say X, Y, and Z about you? And I said, I don't know. And, you know, did he say this? I don't know. Well, here's the thing about that. Obviously, I am aware of the fact that Pastor Nichols has been negative about me in various ways and has tried to rewrite history about the way the starting of our church went down. But again, I'm not in a legal setting going to say, yes, he said that exact statement, because I don't know exactly what he said. And these type of questions wouldn't even be allowed in an actual courtroom because of the fact that, you know, I don't have to comment on some third-party statement that's hearsay. And, you know, if they want to know what Pastor Nichols said, then they would need to ask Pastor Nichols or look at some kind of a transcript of what he said. You know, asking me what he said is pointless because obviously that was something that I hadn't talked about in years, so I didn't remember exactly what he said or how he said it. So I didn't want to just go on the record, you know, putting a stamp of approval on some statement that I can't be sure of. And so, you know, I answered, I don't know, to questions that were dubious in their answer. It's pretty hilarious that that's the big smoking gun. Pastor Anderson lies under oath, because I said, I don't know about questions that had to do with hearsay and opinions and things that are not concrete in any way. And I think people just fail to understand the difference between just chit-chatting or giving my opinions in a video or preaching from the pulpit, giving my point of view, versus being in a courtroom where we're actually dealing in hard facts. And so obviously, when I'm dealing with hard facts, I said yes when it was a for sure clear yes answer. I said no when it was a clear no. And if the question was dubious, and if it was something that, you know, can't really be nailed down, you know, I don't feel like I have to sit and explain all the nuances of these things to some hostile lawyer in a court case that had nothing to do with me. I was brought in as a witness in that case and asked a bunch of irrelevant questions that had nothing to do with the actual case. They were just trying to fish for something. That's how these depositions often work. They're fishing. They're asking all kinds of questions that a judge would never actually allow in the courtroom. And, you know, so I didn't feel like I had to answer questions. They asked questions about my college education and things. And I just said, I'm not going to answer that. That's not relevant. You know, it's pretty normal way to handle these type of things because of the fact that obviously these lawyers are out to nail you and catch you in your words. So you want to be careful. And so if you don't really know the answer to a question, it's better to say, I don't know. God bless you. Have a great day.